All right, guys, how's it going? It is the 12th of March, and look where I'm at, Kings Island. What do you think we're here for? You'll find out here in this video on why we are at Kings Island here today.
If you don't know me, my name is Tony Clark. I am the spokesperson for Kings Island. Next to me is Tony Carbolano. He's the park manager, the GM, the one who's in charge of all things Kings Island. And then next to me is Lauren Wood Weaver. She's with Sally Dark Rides, the manufacturer of Phantom Theater opening Nightmare. Jared McFadden is also here. He is our construction lead here at the park. So you have a variety of subject matter experts if you want to ask specific questions. Lauren can speak to their involvement with bringing this story back to life, the characters that are in the ride, the technology we're using, the ride experience itself, and from the manufacturer's perspective. Tony can answer any questions about the park in general, about this ride and what it means to Kings Island. I can also do the same. And if you have any specific construction questions, Jared will be on hand in case you guys want to ask any of those, okay? The gist of Phantom Theater opening Nightmare is a nod to the parks ride that was here many years ago. It closed in 2002, and everybody said, we want this back. It's gone through many iterations over the years, but we finally decided to partner with Sally Dark Rides to bring Phantom Theater back to life. So familiar characters are inside the ride. The storyline's a little bit different. We're actually making our guests and our riders interact with the story now, whereas before, the old Phantom Theater, you just rode through it and experienced the scenes and what was going on inside. So what's happening is you're here on the opening night of Phantom Theater, and something goes horribly wrong when lightning strikes, okay? Everyone's getting ready for the performance, the opening performance. Lightning strikes, the pipe organ releases ghost notes, and these ghost notes are all over the theater. And you are all ushers helping No Legs Larry over there capture all those ghost notes to put them back in the pipe organ so the performance can start on time. So that's kind of the overall story. In this room though, this is the last part of the queue. So when guests come in from outside, this will be the last room they're in, and this is their first taste of two of our main characters. No Legs Larry, the usher on your right, and above our heads, the maestro, who is the man leading the performance, and he's at the pipe organ playing throughout the ride. And Lauren's gonna kind of talk through what this part of the performance is, and we'll actually turn the lights off. We'll turn these guys on so you can see what they actually do and get the first look at them in action. So.
Well, welcome to the theater, everyone, or maybe back to the theater if you were here in the 90s. This is an incredible project to be a part of. Sally Dark Rides has been doing this for about 50 years, and coming back here is really like coming back home. We've been in this building since 2003, if any of you remember Scooby-Doo, and then of course Boo Blasters on Boo Hill, which ran for 15 years. And now it's time to bring the most incredible dark ride that you guys have had in your history back in a big way. So Phantom Theater opening Nightmare will be debuting in just about a month's time. Right now we are fully in construction mode, so we will be able to play these characters for you, but one note is that these are programmed to our IAPA script, so they aren't going to be saying the things that you'll hear when you come back in a month and ride the ride. And they'll be playing from a couple different speakers. So we're still fine-tuning, we're still installing, but we did want to, allow you guys to catch a glimpse of them. As Tony mentioned, the maestro here is practicing to debut his new Terror toccata in D minor, and inviting us back during a thunderstorm, a bad one. So the lightning strikes, it hits the organ, and these ghost notes go flying. It is our job as ushers that are helping No Legs Larry to help reel those ghost notes back into the organ. If you've been a part of this attraction over the last few years, you've played a game and you've been interactive, and that's what guests of Kings Island have come to love and families have really come to enjoy. So we're bringing that aspect back to this ride, and it's no longer just a passive experience, but an interactive one where you can kind of play a role in the story. So I think we'll dim the lights and show these guys off.
Yep, and before we do, after you guys get a view of the characters interacting for a little bit, we're gonna keep half of you in this room so you can get more video and interview anyone you'd like to get some sound bites. The other half, we're gonna take you into the next section of the ride where you can see those sections and you can also ask us questions as well. And then we'll bring you guys right back if you wanna talk to any of us and get your sound bites, okay? So I guess we give them
Should we give them a taste?
a little taste of the performance, sure. Dim the house lights.
Well, what have we here? Trespassers? I told you, you'd be back. Thought you'd sneak in and see the theater, did you? Well, step right up. Our latest show is about to begin. Forever.
Unless they close us down again.
Yes, this place was boarded up years ago. Forgotten.
It was enough to make you blast your boom.
But every so often, a rift occurs in the mortal veil, and talents like mine are allowed to perform once again.
In other words, we're back in business. Show business.
Indeed,
There's no business like show business. No business I know.
I am the maestro, the true phantom of the theater, and I have returned to perform my new masterpiece for the pipe organ, Terra Toccata in D minor.
Our entire cast and crew from days gone by are returned from the great beyond, and each one of them is ready to take the stage once again.
Yes, the dusty denizens of the theater just love new victims. I mean, visitors. Everyone is here, including No-Leg Larry, our head usher. Well, head and torso usher.
At your service. No, we didn't forget you. Our theatre cat Arpeggio is also returned. Right. He prefers to be called Archie.
But I, of course, am still the featured attraction.
We're all awaiting your premiere performance, Maestro. You said it, Archie. There's quite a storm out there.
Is everything in readiness for our grand reopening?
The cast is backstage rehearsing.
That's wonderful.
The audience is waiting to be seated.
That's fantastic.
And I'm the only usher who's shown up.
That's not good.
I need more ushers to seat the audience for the big show. Where are we going to get them from?
It's not like we can just go out and find a group of trespassers standing in line, waiting to be asked.
Or maybe we can.
Hello, peasants.
Maybe you mortals could be the ushers for our show.
So as you guys see, you get a little taste of kind of how the characters will interact with each other in here. We are going to take half of you now in to the ride a little bit further to see some of the new scenery and what it looks like. I'm going to take this half here over to my right, so you guys will be the first group that goes in. You guys over here, feel free to stick behind, get any more B-roll. You'd like get closer to the characters if you want. You can inside the ride vehicles, by the way, those are the enchanted or spellbound flashlights. Those guys are what you will actually use to capture the ghost notes. You are welcome to pick them up. You are welcome to sit in this vehicle here if you would like to do a stand-up or you'd like to get additional video of what the experience will be like. But feel free to check those out. And then the only other room we have available at this point is this first scene, so you are welcome to go inside the first scene, but not past it, okay? watch your step. Yes. You. Yep.
Alright guys, this is the first scene that you're going to see once you come into the ride. See your legs, Larry, right here. So they completely redone the station here. Looks like all new lighting, curtains.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Well, oh yes. Oh yes. This is completely different technology and yeah.
There's a look at the vehicles.
Yeah, I think they may have been they may have been
There's the flashlight. This is what the ride vehicle will look like. We're able to sit in this ride vehicle, so it's similar to the last one. Sit down, same view, comfortable seats.
theoretically, when we were looking at that,
Alright guys, this is the load unload station. And we'll take you guys back into the queue area here in a moment. Alright guys, I'm here with Tony. Hey Tony, how are you?
I am fantastic now that we're in here.
I know,
it's very
right?
exciting, yeah.
I can't believe what's coming to Kings Island in 2026. Can you?
I'm pumped. This is something that people have wanted. They've been asking us for it. We finally built it, delivered it. It's here. We're sitting in it. And there's so much more that we didn't show you today that I think people are just going to be blown away by.
And Tony, you don't know, but I am such a huge fan of the original Phantom Theater because I actually worked the original Phantom Theater.
Did you really? Oh,
I
cool.
worked Scooby-Doo as well.
Okay.
And Boo Blasters, so like
There
I
you
got
go.
to experience them all. So can you tell us what it's like to work with Sally Dark Rides and your guys' relationship?
Yeah, they're great. I mean, nobody does a dark ride experience like Sally Dark Rides. Their attention to detail, I think, is really the most important part of what they do. There isn't just a cookie cutter approach to it. It's very much an interactive process where we work with them to decide what those details are. So for example, there are a few things in the ride that maybe we didn't tell anybody were in there, but they are nods to the past attractions or to the past Phantom Theater ride. But if that's important to us, they listen. They said, well, yeah, absolutely, we can do that. The quality of the characters, the quality of the actual devices, the technology, the equipment. I I think all of that is pretty much just a dead giveaway that Sally's a great partner to work with to bring that story back to life for modern audiences, modern families, and for those who love classic dark ride experiences.
Yeah, I hear they're using new technology too with this ride as well.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
Yeah, the if you remember Boo Blasters, it was a device that had a trigger that you hit a physical target, so it was kind of limited in what it could do. Now the technology involves these flashlights, and you will use these in a group of 3. Each flashlight will have a color on it that will assign you to that color. You'll see the triggering of the flashlight on the wall, so you'll know what you're aiming at. But you're capturing the ghost notes with this, and the ghost notes are projection.
Oh, wow.
So that gives all of us, including Sally Dark Rides, the opportunity to really do some cool things with that projection, to animate them, to change the quantities of ghost notes, maybe to make custom ghost notes if we ever wanted to for different seasons. So there's just a lot of opportunity with this type of technology that was not available in the previous version. So it's just the latest evolution kind of where technology's at and what stories this type of technology belongs in, and this was a perfect opportunity for that.
Awesome. Can you explain what you're sitting in right now?
Yes, this is the classic opera box that you will be sitting in while you're riding Phantom Theater. So you are physically going to go backstage in this vehicle, and you are going to see everyone getting ready for their performance. But in that process, as I said earlier, the ghost notes are kind of all over the place. So you're going to be in dressing rooms, you're going to be in rehearsal spaces, you're going to be in a very special room that I won't reveal just yet, but if you remember the old ride, you'll remember this room, and you have to get those ghost notes before the performance can begin. And by the time you've captured them all at the end of the ride, the performance actually does begin, and you get to see a really cool grand finale as you come back into the station.
And you mentioned you'll be in 2 of these, correct? You'll be 2 by 2?
Yeah, they'll move in groups of 2.
Okay.
And the reason why we did that is so that you could experience a whole scene fully with audio and with things moving, as opposed to just walking past static scenes doing the same thing over and over and over again. So that's why it looks the way it does, and it also helps with the audio and other things. So again, more immersive than Boo Blasters was for sure, but also a nice great nod to what the old ride was.
So are we going to see characters from the past, new characters?
There are characters from the past. You'll remember several of them. Obviously the Maestro, No Legs Larry, Hilda Bovine, the great Garbanzo, and a few others, but we've also introduced a few new ones. The biggest one you'll see from the beginning is Archie, which is short for Arpeggio, which is now the Maestro's cat. So you'll see Archie throughout the ride. They haven't told me if Archie is a good cat or a bad cat yet, but you definitely see him throughout the ride. There's a few new ones we haven't said anything about yet, but we're going to wait for our guests to experience it for the first time to see what we've added to the ride in this new iteration of Phantom Theater.
Awesome. Thank you for the opportunity to have us out today, and we can't wait to be out here in April.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait to see you guys on April 18th to get a first taste of the ride.
Yeah, thank you, and have a great day.
You too.
All right, guys, you just found out why we were at Kings Island. Yes, we got a construction tour of the new attraction coming to Kings Island in 2026, and guys, I am beyond excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're excited for April. I can't thank Tony Clark and the rest of the staff here at the park for having us out. Can't thank Sally Dark Rides for all the hard work that they're doing and putting in right now. We were on an active construction site today. They were all putting their hard time in, and everything else. Sorry guys, the wind is blowing like crazy here right now. So thank you to all the staff from both the park and the contractors, and Sally and Tony and his team and park management. Tony, along with the safety team, the ops team, park management, everybody, for allowing us to come out and experience this amazing opportunity today to see the first scene of the ride, the queue area, and the load unload station. So we are excited to be back here in a month to month or so to check it out. And this is Jeremy, and we'll see you guys out in the parks here soon.